G'day, my name is Zach.
And I'm Sam. Welcome to the 4th episode of Pub Night.
Where we drink and you watch.
There we go.
That's the beauty of it. That's what we're here for, everyone. We're still going. I don't know.
We're 4 weeks on the trot.
We're four episodes in. That's a pretty good effort.
Bit of consistency. If this does come up on a Sunday and you're seeing it, that's 3 uploads at the same time, same date every week.
We're really trying to do it on Sunday, but we've both been hit by a bit of uni.
Bit busy recently. Uni, work, everything's kind of colliding. We're trying to, maintain a healthy schedule.
That's it. I mean, uni, it's just the way of life right now. I mean, everyone does uni.
Yeah.
Maybe some unlucky blokes have to do work on the side here or
there.
Yeah,
just to stay afloat.
But we're here now. Fuck uni, because at the end of the day...
Fuck uni. In this space, I don't give a fuck about my uni work right now.
We don't give a shit about the uni work. Which, whether you like it or not, we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss the problems of uni.
The problems, yes.
The coronavirus problems of uni. I in my opinion, it's gotten harder.
Yeah, for certain things, it is quite harder to do. And be motivated to do it. I'm sure you all understand that and have experienced that.
And I've expressed it to Sam, we're going to try a new type of podcast here. Because we're working with it. We're trying to find like a nice footing that works well and flows nicely. We're fluid. We try and change things up a little bit to the benefit.
We change every episode. We look at it, get feedback, and we adjust accordingly.
We got some interesting feedback. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
For this one in particular, we're gonna try a bit of less news. We're gonna have some NRL talk. We're gonna talk about
of course,
it's something that we're interested in.
We're interested. We hope you guys are interested in.
And if you don't, we're gonna talk about it anyway. Yep. So it's just the way of life.
Yeah, man.
Round 4 is coming up. We have filmed this before round 3 even starts.
Just a quick context. We don't know how round 3 went, so our round 4 opinions and predictions are just clearly going to be based on the first 2 weeks or ages ago.
That's it. So we're just going to go the way we want to do. We're going to try and give the best idea of round 4.
Yeah.
We've had some interesting news.
Yeah,
recently.
bit more news with the Cronulla Sharks, the centre Bronson Cherry. Funnily enough, a few days ago, he got quoted as making amazing progress in his physical appearance and his speed. And then the day after, he has been busted for several illegal drugs and steroid takings.
So that'll be on the discussion point.
Yep. More into that later.
I feel like we're gonna try this episode. If it works, we'll flow a bit more. We'll flow a bit more. We want to talk about some key points, but we'll keep it brief.
Bit more conversation and more about natural stuff like improv rather than just news and boring stuff.
Yeah, boring. I mean, I got a bit of critical feedback, which I didn't read to you, but I'll read to everyone, to our audience here, was that we both have a really good flow.
Yep.
Some people even said we were flirting.
We have been told we're flirting.
You're flirting.
I mean, again, I said it last week, take it as you will.
We'll take it as you will. You just read into that as you want. But at the end of the day, it's flowing a bit more, you know what I mean? And when we get to the news, at the end of the point, when we get to news, by that time, we're both fucked.
We're both quite paralytically drunk, as you can tell by our absurd amounts of slurring and more cuts and getting off point. But, that's the beauty of it, I guess.
We get to points and then we have to cut off because we ramble on for 15 minutes.
Hassle and the battery dies on the camera or the fucking SD card crashes. Don't get me fucking started.
There is critical points to that. So we're going to implement a new component of the podcast where we talk less about the news. We'll talk about relevant stuff.
We'll try and time ourselves.
Yeah.
When we're doing news topics, so we don't ramble, we don't do all that other shit, and we just get it done. More flow, more concise.
So in terms of that, we've gotten some feedback. We're reading from it. We'll introduce a new concept next week for our news. We'll reveal that later in the time. Safe to say, to break it down, basically, we realized when we were editing it that we talked too much about the news.
100%.
We riled on a little bit too much.
Some topics went on for about 20 minutes and we cut down to 3 or 4. So it's a lot of time wasted really for us.
Oh yeah, it's time wasted. Don't get me wrong. And we're 2 uni students that
have way too much shit going on.
We need all the time in the world, but we
love doing this.
We love doing this. This is
it's
fun.
It's an escape, a distraction.
It's
really,
an escape. But in terms of, we're going to introduce a new kind of, not segment, but a new concept next week.
A new twist on it.
A new twist on it next week where we talk about the news, but we have...
The timer.
We have the timer.
The timer.
We have the timer. We will reveal that next episode if you stay tuned, but
Yep.
we'll see how that goes next episode. In terms of normal points, I'm just going to make a note that if I'm slurred, I've drunk this whole bottle of red wine.
Honestly, guys, I saw him drinking it while we were praying for the podcast, but until he showed me the empty bottle, I didn't realize he'd actually finished the whole 10 standards.
And I'm just going to say it right now. This is something that we're going to review later.
Wine.
I'm going to throw it out there for anyone who's interested. This is Hardy's red wine. It's a Shiraz. You get it for $8 at BWS. 10 standards.
Yeah,
10 standards.
I'll just let everyone know. I drink most alcohols. I don't really mind. I'm pretty easygoing, but I'm not a very big fan of wine. Never really have been. Don't like the smell. Don't really like the taste.
We're still gonna review it.
I'm just gonna have to fucking force it down.
I'm gonna force Sam to review some wine because at the end of the day, I'm a wine person. I like a wine. I like a beer. I like a spirit. As someone else put it, you will drink anything with alcohol content. That's true.
Yep. So tune in for that episode because I can fucking assure you I'll be absolutely miserable.
Now, the feedback section was only going to be a part of episode 3. I think that was the last one. Yeah. Episode 3. We're going to leave it, but we've gotten a lot more feedback recently.
As you do with every episode.
As we do with every episode. It changes and changes flows.
Which is great. We're happy to get feedback.
We want all the feedback you guys can give because at the end of the day...
Positive or negative.
Yeah, exactly. We want all of it. We want a podcast where we're flexible. We want to adhere. We want to promote. Yeah. You gotta give me the word.
Right, yeah.
I'll promote to our age gap.
Yeah.
The teens who are going through uni and slowly becoming mature. I'm gonna make that focus slowly.
Slowly. Very, 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 very slowly.
Yeah. I'm a uni student who's doing full-time work and I do not feel mature at all.
I don't really want to be mature. If I got to a level of maturity, I feel like I'd be even more fucking miserable.
Exactly. So we need to adhere to that. So any sort of feedback you have, throw it to us. I mean, we've gotten some interesting feedback in the last week. We've gotten some comments on our Facebook and Instagram posts. Yeah. Interesting ones. We've gotten some
more private messages.
Some private messages. That's interesting.
People we know.
Even on top of that, we've gotten some private stories.
We've
gotten some private stories. Interesting feedback there.
Maybe positive or maybe skewed negative comments. But,
yeah, look, I mean, look.
We won't comment on that.
We won't comment on that too much. There might be a bit of bias there.
There may be a bit of bias from certain people, but you do you.
Look, all I'm going to say is that if you're on that private story, you know what we're talking about. If you're not, you're lucky.
A certain audience is very aware if you're watching this what we may be referring to.
Oh, exactly. So we're going to leave that to your interpretation, but at the end of the day...
And your imagination.
Yeah, exactly. To our audience who really doesn't give a shit, honestly, we're filming this on a Tuesday night.
No, actually... It's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday. That's worrying.
You lose track of time.
It's a Wednesday night. We're filming this. I've got an assignment due on Monday, which I haven't started.
I've got one due on Tuesday, but I've barely started. And
here we are. We are. We're still filming this. We're committed to this.
To be fair, I did think about doing it today for a bit, but I just had a fucking nap, honestly.
That's fair enough.
More enjoyable.
Uni students need a nap. There's not enough appreciation for a uni nap.
I don't sleep well, so when I get the fucking time, I fucking take it happily.
Hey, and look, honestly, we're gonna work on. We'll get our uni assessments sent in.
Get them done. They'll be alright.
Do we want to post our uni results?
I'm not fucking posting my uni results. Don't want to make you guys feel bad.
I'm putting it to the audience. I'll post my uni results. I'm pulling that as a claim. I will screenshot and put my uni results up. I don't give a shit. Everyone can see it.
50 shares on this episode on Facebook and Zach posts his uni results.
There's uni results. I'll tell you what, like 20 likes. 20 likes are going for that big border. So the uni results will go out.
And just clarify that if someone just decides to share it 50 times themselves, that doesn't fucking count.
Look, it counts to me. What I'm trying to say is that whether you fucking like it or not, I'm posting my uni results next week. We'll see what happens.
Are you done next week?
No, my assessment's due next week.
How many more weeks you got?
Okay, alright. I've got like 4 weeks.
4 weeks, including exams?
Yeah, including exams.
Okay, I think I've got 3 and then 1 week after with exam.
So Sam's not posting his uni results at the end of the day.
I'm not posting my uni results, guys. Live quite a private life, and I don't really want to do that, to be honest.
I don't. We talked about a specific person's arrest story, which we're not going to name right now. It might be someone else.
Some people may know who it may be, and
at the end of the day,
leave that with you.
It might be someone else because
here's a quick clue, guys. It's not me. If that helps.
It might be my mate.
Yeah, brother of mine.
Look, all I'm saying is if my work sees this, I'm going to be.
Yeah. If my work sees this, I'll be fine.
Sorry, guys. I'm pouring. The Ruskov was left over from last week, so I'm going to pour a bit of a friendly.
Fucking fiend.
Well, it's podcast night, mate. You got to do it.
Yeah, I've been slacking on the piss tonight.
You've been slacking on the piss. Well, how many beers have you had, Dobbin?
4.
4?
Quite low numbers.
How many stands have I had?
I don't know, like 11. I've had like 4, 5.
So all I'm going to say is that no matter how many drinks we have, no matter how tired we are, the effort's always here.
It is. You know, early wake up for work, have a nap afterwards, and get ready for this. That's how we operate.
So we're chattering on and on because we learnt our lesson last week was in technical difficulties are a real pain in the ass.
They're not fun.
They're not fun. We're gonna get.
We have come up with a solution to that. We now have we have an extra battery.
Oh yeah, we have an extra battery on
the camera runs out. It's a quick switcheroo, and we're off again.
We have another simple fix to it, which is in terms of we get straight to the hangover effect because God knows I want to get this gin straight out of my.
We have to hit that now, don't we?
We have to hit the gin. And I'm gonna say it right now. Not a good score from me.
Not a good score. We'll sit down a little bit, but not from me either.
If you guys watch the last 5 minutes of the last podcast, you will understand where I'm coming from. Because
you could have told our tone how fucking sick of that gin we were.
Look, we were in some technical difficulties, but at the same time, I had a lot to drink. We were in the editing stage. I had to watch all that footage. It was really hard to watch.
I mean, if anyone talked to me the day after with that hangover, they'll know how fucking grim that was.
If anyone tried to message me, I just wouldn't answer them. I didn't.
I don't think I answered anything till like 4, 5, 6 p.m.
Sorry, Belinda. We lost the second marker. We're really professional here, so we're only working off one marker.
I mean, bear with it.
Bear with it. Cop it.
I'm sure I'll cut it so you don't have to see us fucking writing.
Yeah, we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it. It's going to be a cut soon. So here we are.
3, 2, 1, cut.
So what we're going to do, we're going to use the same pen and we're going to give our hangover results for the gin last week.
Yep.
I think it was called Dali's Gin.
Some shit like that.
Honestly, it's the last memory I'm going to have of that gin.
Last memory I'll probably have of gin.
I don't want to remember it. So
I hardly do. Honestly, I hardly fucking remember.
So Dob and I are going to write up our scores and we'll see you in a moment.
Yep.
All right, so we have our scores written down. It took 30 seconds. We had a discussion about it. So
very in depth.
Very in depth. To be honest, with the Dali's Gin, it was pretty easy to put these scores together. So
yeah, well, it wasn't hard.
It really wasn't hard. Domin, take it away, mate.
All right. Well, I was feeling really calm with this one. I thought instead of giving it maybe a 0 or a 0.5, I'd fucking give it a 1 because it was the worst thing I've ever drunk and my hangover was miserable.
Yeah. I'm gonna open it up a little bit here. I didn't go to work the next day.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have work the next day, but I was not in the state to do anything.
I slept through my alarm. I woke up and I said, you know what? It's not a work day today.
And just a bit of breaking the wall after what happened. The reason Zach really didn't go to work is because after filming, we were by my pool in the backyard drinking till like 3:30 in the morning. Which was quite grim. Yes,
and in fairness, I didn't finish the gin. It
was not the gin. But
it was not the gin.
Did you or did you not finish the bottle of gin a few nights later when you came around?
Yeah, and then we edited it.
That's true. We did edit it.
I'm sorry, Belinda. Supposed to stay at your place, but you know what?
Fucking simp.
The podcast. You can't call me simp. I stayed at your place. I stayed at your place to do this.
Belinda, Zach simped for me. And that's no cap.
I simp for Sam. I don't know if that's a cut point. We'll see what happens.
We'll see if it's there.
We'll see if it's there. My score for the hangover effect was the absolute same. It was the 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5.
I didn't have a grim next. I did have a grim next day. It was not fun. I'll tell you what. Chugwa Charlie's has never tasted better. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not a gin person, but I can take it. But at the same time, don't drink Darley's gin.
Yep, don't drink it. And I'll obviously sort this out the editing. You'll see our total scores for gin, for me up there, and for Zach up there.
Yeah, it'll be up there.
For context.
We're gonna figure it out later.
Count it up.
We figure it as we go along. Trust me, there's a lot of editing, a lot of writing up here and there.
You know, it takes time.
It takes time. Now going on to, you're gonna grab the HQD. Fair enough. Good old strawberry. We've ran out of ice mango.
Yep.
Speaking of the HQDs, I've been on these for around about 4 episodes.
Probably seen them. Every single one.
Everyone's seen them. It's getting very big. I didn't realize it.
Yep.
And so we're gonna have an upcoming episode.
It basically, it allows us to have nicotine inside.
Oh yeah.
That's the gist of it.
Don't get me wrong about that. But
can feel my addiction while filming the podcast.
People are having a lot of these.
I have really seen a lot of people are buying these. They're quite big.
So we want to give a good rundown because I haven't seen anyone else who's done it.
Yeah.
I went to
untapped territory.
I went to the Signal at Lane Cove. 22 flavors.
You're kidding? 22.
22 flavors.
I thought that was 6, bro.
I think there's more.
Probably. I mean, and honestly, you can put whatever fucking flavor you want in these things. I mean, it's endless.
So what we're gonna do in a new episode coming
special edition. That's staying in.
I'll keep it going. Coming down the line, we're doing a HQD episode. We're reviewing some of the HQDs.
We'll grab a bunch of these. We'll give them a try, and we'll tell you what we think of them.
And we're gonna rank them. I haven't talked to Dobbin about this, but I feel like it's better if we do our own ranks, and then we merge them together.
Yeah, and then we see how it all fits in.
We do a full ranking,
in depth
between the two of us. We have 2 different perspectives joined together about the HQD flavors. I think that's a good idea.
And honestly, we have no fucking idea when that episode will be out, but sometime in the future.
I got a little bit of feedback. I got a little bit of feedback, Dobbin.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, not just from private stories. We got some actual important
constructive
feedback. We got some constructive feedback. Someone said, "Can you focus this to uni students?" Which I think we really wanted to do that from the start.
Yeah, that was obviously the aim.
We wanted to do it from the start, but we realized we really need to give some more focus into. We're going to be honest, the two of us, about our lifestyles.
More of a conversation between us that you guys can, you know, tune in and relate to.
We're not going to go right into it. Because, that's just...
No one fucking cares at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's true. So, my uni lifestyle is... Within the next 3 weeks, I got 4 assignments due, and yet here I am, sitting in front of the camera, pissed.
I mean, I've got,
He's going to count it out. He's lost. Don't take it too long because I need to get pissed. I need to get another drink.
It's 6 or 7 due over the next 3 weeks, I think. I could be more. I think it might be a little bit more.
And the pressure is on for uni students. We understand that. The pressure is on for uni students.
Have I started a lot of them? No.
No, I haven't
Will
started.
I start them soon? I might think about it.
We'll,
I might. Probably will.
The main priority is editing this podcast. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
we're gonna interlink between the two of that.
We'll manage.
But we're gonna figure it out, guys. But we of all people, not anyone else, we 2 people are going through uni. We understand uni is shit. Uni is shit. I like the atmosphere that you get with it. But when you're doing it during COVID,
home,
there's no personality.
Going to uni, again, going to the pub, seeing your mates, hanging out in between breaks and everything, that's fucking great.
Going to the uni
bar.
It's
a great social life.
Going to the uni bar.
Uni bar.
You miss the uni bar.
I miss the uni bar.
You get to meet people during your tutorials and stuff like that, and your lectures, which you really get along with.
Exactly.
And it's as easy as saying, hey, why don't we go to the uni bar?
Hey, do you want to get half pissed before our tutorial?
Do you want to have
5 p.m?
Do you want to get 3 beers deep at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Be absolutely pissed because you've
drinking, ladies and gentlemen.
You've not eaten anything for the entire day. You have 3 beers.
Because you slept in before class and you had to run out the fucking door.
And you're pissed. You're pissed at 1 o'clock and you think, yeah.
But you know what? You're having a fucking good time.
I'll just rock up to my tutorial.
Who's going to notice? Maybe the tutor when you just reek of fucking piss.
And you know what? The tutor they get it.
I mean, there's a chance they might have been doing the same thing before, thinking, fuck, I've got a class.
I mean, how many people out there have tutors which are so young that they could be students?
Most of mine.
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
They are literally, most of mine are students still.
You could probably catch them at the uni bar.
Probably,
That's exactly the thing.
see them after class.
You're still in the same lifestyle.
Exactly.
So we're going to go straight into our next alcohol of the week.
Drink of the week.
And Dobbin's going to go walk down and grab it because...
I'll grab it for you guys because we don't have the facilities to have it up here right now.
No, we don't. We're going to invest in it.
We'll get a mini fridge.
We're going to invest in a bar fridge, but at the same time, Dobbin's closer to the stairs, so he's going to have
house on the runner.
So have to go and get it. It's an important thing. We need to know what Nana's favourite spirit was. I'm just going to give her a ring and see what her response is. I really hope it's some kind of whiskey. I don't think she's going to answer. I've got Nana on the phone right now. She said she liked the Scotch back in her day.
Yep.
In terms of gin, which we had last week,
which we did not like at all.
She didn't like gin. Didn't like gin in her teenage years. Doesn't like the smell of it to this day. And she wanted to make it clear that she likes vodka.
As we all do.
She said vodka 3 times, so it's a clear point. She likes vodka. Is there anything else you want to add, Nana? She's gone silent. I think it's a barrel reception. I'll call you later.
Alright guys, so for our drink this week, we have a follow-up from the first beer, the same company.
The first beer of the
Storm
episode.
Brewing Co. But this time, hopefully it's better than the first beer, we have Storm Brewing Co. Apple Cider. We thought we'd give a different approach this time. Instead of a beer or a spirit, we'll go for a cider.
We'll go for a cider.
Yeah.
Give it a crack. The description says, premium European apple cider with no artificial sweeteners, flavors, colours. That's what we want in our food. We don't want any other...
No artificials.
No artificials.
It's been quoted to be refreshing and delicious premium sweet apple cider, which after drinking this we will see. And bit of a no fucking shit comment is better served chilled. Because honestly, who likes a warm fucking drink?
We're having it cold.
Cold, straight out the fridge.
We're just going to say 1.3 standards. Look, it's not bad.
And guys, for 10 of them, it's only $17.
$17.
Which I think's a fucking steal.
That's not bad. I'll tell you what. Alright, so we're gonna sink the first one.
Have a sip of it, mate.
Have a sip of that. You cracked it.
Give a bit of a cheers.
Cheers to G-Train.
Cheers to G-Train.
Cheers to G-Train.
You know what? I don't mind that.
Dobbin, I really hate to say it. That ain't bad.
It's not bad, like for the fucking price.
That's
tasty.
That's not bad. It's got I can taste the apple.
Oh yeah, it is a premium sweet apple cider. It's quite refreshing. Does this have a detrimental amount of sugar to my health and diet? Fucking probably.
Look, at the end of the day, when you're buying alcohol, are you really looking at the sugar intake? Not necessarily. We're talking the alcohol perspective. My first sip, it went down very easy. Yeah,
it wasn't rough because usually you try a new thing, new drink. So your first sip's a bit grim. You're like, oh, what the fuck's this? But that was good. I'm not
an apple cider person, but I tell you what, that's not bad.
Neither am I on a normal night, but sometimes you might catch me having a cider or two.
I can give my first opinions already.
Go ahead.
If you're not an apple cider person, if you're seriously not an apple cider person, but you want to get pissed, this ain't bad. No, this ain't bad. This seriously is not bad.
If I was generally going out and I thought, I'm on a budget, I've got to pray before I go out,
And you don't want wine.
When the clubs, bars and pubs open, and I don't want fucking $4 wine or some garbage like that, I'll think, fuck yeah, $17, I got 10 of these.
This is going to get a good score, Dobbin. I'm not going to lie.
I can tell you right now, I would probably say, this is looking comfortably for top spot out of the 4.
This apple cider is a lot better than their beer. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they've clearly had a wake-up call here and thought, well, beer's fucking shit. We got to make up for it in another category.
Pour that up. That's not bad.
Just a bit of context, ladies and gentlemen. So far, Zach has used this same glass for a vodka Red Bull, wine, beer, and a cider now. We ain't washing it once.
Well, I mean, what are you supposed to... Alcohol.
Maybe rinse it with
Alcohol
water. You
washes
fucking
it.
grub.
Alcohol washes it, doesn't it?
I still rinse my shit if I put it even drinking it.
I'm just using my lifestyle.
Yeah, and I'll just drink it out of a can because I'm a normal person, I guess.
So going into our minimal news section, which is a small news section, we're going to make it stress that...
Just NRL this week.
We're going to stress it. Just NRL, we're going to get it done quick and easy. We talked about round 3 in the last episode.
Yep.
We're talking about round 4 this episode. Round 3 hasn't even started.
Nope. It's a Wednesday night, and the first game of round 3 will be tomorrow and Thursday.
Yep. So we're going purely off everything that happened in round 1 and 2 and all the...
just opinions on teams.
Opinions, all the drama that happened in between.
Yeah, that does affect it.
All the opinion.
Who's playing, who's not, that's what it is.
Exactly. The first game of the day, Eagles versus Broncos. It's an easy one. Go for it.
No, you fucked it. You're on round 5.
Okay.
Start again. Start again.
Right. Going straight into round 4. Hold on. Going straight into round 4. Broncos versus Roosters. What do you think?
Thursday night. In my opinion, it may be a closer game than a lot of people think.
It'll be a closer
game. But in my opinion, I think after coming back from that break, I think Roosters should be in good form and should just, maybe comfortably even beat the Broncos away.
I agree with that. I think the Roosters are going to pull it away.
But don't lose many games usually in a season.
The Broncos are going to really give up a good contest.
Yeah,
they're going to give a good contest.
It'll be a good game to watch.
It'll be a hard one to watch. We're going straight to the next one. Panthers versus Warriors. Easy question.
I think it's quite easy, man. I think it's Panthers all the way. Yeah. I think Warriors, as I said last week, I don't even think they really thought they might be playing this season. Exactly. I don't know if they're very fit. I don't know if they've been training. I think Panthers...
Well, they for a second they thought they were going to be stuck in New Zealand.
Exactly. So you're not training if you're stuck thinking you're not playing this season. Penrith win. I think they're fit enough. I think they've got a good side. End of story. All right, next into our first game on Friday night, we have Storm hosting the Rabbitohs. I think, in my opinion, this will be a tough game. But I think due to, the controversy with the Rabbits right now and a bit of unsettled in camp, I think Storm should comfortably win this one.
I have to agree. I mean, Storm, it's a good competition, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the Storm, I think they've got it. The Rabbitohs are so out of check right now.
The Storm have nothing going on in camp, no controversies. They're strict and ready to go.
I think they're ready to go. Now, the Eels versus the Sea Eagles. That's going to be a harder competition. It's going to be a harder competition than people expect.
Two quietly fairly matched teams, in my opinion. What's your opinion on this one?
I'm back in the Sea Eagles.
I know we differ on this one. We do.
No, we differ.
In my opinion, I'm Eagles all the way. Again, currently, as of the second round, they're first on the table, and they've got a good side. I don't think they'll be slowing down.
I have to agree with that. Yeah. The Eels do have a good side.
But don't get me wrong. Would I be too surprised if the Eagles just pull this one out of the bag and just win? Not really.
I talked about it in the last episode because the Eels were up against the Broncos. I backed the Broncos.
You did, and I did back the Eels still.
I did. No, honestly, the Eels have a good side.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised either way, but it'll be an interesting game to watch.
It will be.
We're going straight to the
first Saturday game. We have Cowboys versus the Sharks. Again, two fairly matched teams. And, regardless of the situation going on with Cronulla right now and their players, I do think Cronulla are a better side than Cowboys at this point. I think although they're at Townsville playing, I think the Sharks could win.
You think that?
Yeah, I do.
I think the Cowboys.
Oh, interesting.
No, I think the Cowboys are going to pull it through. I like the Sharks.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
I feel like the Cowboys really going to pull this through.
Yeah.
No, I feel like they can seriously pull this through. We're going to go right to the next game. Raiders versus Knights.
Yeah, an interesting one.
Very contested game. The odds do not really show how much of a contested game this is going to be.
Yeah, it's quite fair, different odds right now. I mean, there's no point us telling you them because odds obviously change all the time based on how much people bet, and it will be closer or further apart by the time the game kicks off. But I don't know about you, but I think Raiders, I think they're probably quite good going into this game, and I think they should win.
I think Raiders are going well right now. They're travelling well.
I think Knights, in my opinion, are a bit of a hit or a miss team. They got some very good talent on their side, like Caleb Ponga. I think if they do turn out and they're playing really well, they could definitely win. But I think under Ricky Stewart, the Raiders are a good side. They're quite strict.
Exactly.
As they showed last year, and I think they'll be good.
Next game, we're talking about some worst team against a good team.
Worst team against my team. I think the West Tigers should absolutely run over the Gold Coast Titans in this game. And if we do manage to lose, I will be very, very, very upset about this.
If you lose against the Titans, it's a worry.
You probably won't see my face on a podcast episode for a while if that
It's
happens.
a I really hope for my sake that the Tigers pull through on this one, because they really should.
They really should. We need to get the easy wins to not finish 9th again, because if we finish 9th again, I don't know what I'll do.
Look, it's been a long 2 months.
It's a curse.
It's been a long 2 months.
It has.
We don't know what we're talking about. Round 3 has
I've seen a lot of photos, and the Tigers side look very fit. They've been training by themselves and keeping strict.
Even then, I'm going to make it clear. Round 3 has not started when we filmed this.
Yeah.
Round 3 is going to be a massive indication of how these results turn out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're playing it off of this.
We're still playing it by the same information we had last week. No new information.
So anything could change right now. That being said, we're going into the last game in terms of Dragons versus Bulldogs.
14th versus 13th. In my opinion, I think it could be close. I mean, I honestly, the odds are even right now. $1.88 to $1.88. But honestly, I think Bulldogs, they're not a great side. They haven't got a very strong roster. I mean, Dragons, to be fair, they've got some good players in their side. They just haven't really been playing too well. But I think they should wake up and win this game.
And we're going to go on to the next NRL controversy.
NRL news.
Because that's something that keeps going on.
It's quite a funny topic this week, in my opinion. It's coming straight out of the Cronulla Sharks with their young centre, Bronson Xerri. And you probably saw it the other week if you follow, Fox Sports and all those pages. Bronson's sprint trainer had come out and said that he'd shown, great progress in the last 12 months. He'd become a faster player and was arguably one of the fastest players in the NRL. But that praise didn't last for very long, did it, Zach?
Oh, no, it didn't. Because, I saw the Fox Sports. They were announcing it. Everyone was proud of it.
Yep.
And then lo and behold, what happens out?
1 day later.
Positive.
ASADA have released that Bronson Xerri has been tested positive for his sample for 4 different series of testosterone and other drugs that are performance enhancement, which are illegal in the NRL.
And all I'm going to say is that if you were running that fast, yeah, you'd be worried.
Understandable.
You'd be that worried. You'd be worried.
He's so running that fast away from the fucking NRL integrity unit.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
You'd be that worried. Come on. It's you have to be realistic there. You're worried about it. Come on.
So as of now, he's obviously suspended, and I think they're pending a secondary sample, just to give more evidence and conclude, if it's in fact true. But he's apparently facing a maximum of a 4-year ban from the NRL for these drug charges.
4-year ban.
4 years. And in my opinion, it's 4 years, but by the time that ban's over, I don't think he's coming back to the NRL. I don't think he'd want to play again.
I don't think anyone would take him.
I think a 4-year ban's basically career's over at that point.
I think the Shark would pull him, but I think that's the best case scenario.
There's also been, best case scenario. Been a lot of talk, a lot of people like Paul Gallen speaking out about this.
Paul Gallen. Of all people.
Saying, of all people, the big man he is, the grub, the man who thinks he can box anyone, even Mike fucking Tyson. But he's come out and basically gone this is ridiculous, this is all just a media storm. No, it's not, Paul. He's tested positive for 4 drugs. He is tested positive for 4 illegal steroids. High testosterone, antidosterone, and a bunch of other things that have fucking names longer than I care to fucking pronounce is in his fucking piss sample in his bloodstream. He's a cheater.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold my point in terms of the Sharks.
It's fucking outrageous.
If it was worst case scenario, the Sharks will pull him back.
Yeah, he'll be deadbeat. I don't know how old he is at this point. I think he's young 20s, maybe 20, 21. Let's say he's about 20, 25-ish when he comes back.
We'll put it up.
I'll look up his age.
Because we don't know.
We've got a Bronson Xerri age right here. All that stuff. Maybe some extra information if it's come out by the time I'm editing this. But for now, he's undergoing more samples and indefinite whether he'll play again. In my opinion, I think he'll be lucky if he gets 2-year ban. And
it'll be interesting to see what happens in round 3 and round 4.
Basically,
we don't know what's going to happen.
He's not playing, but I know one thing for certain. I don't think we'll see Bronson Xerri for the rest of the season.
Flowing into conversation, we talked about Jason Derulo the first week. We talked about Calvin Harris last week.
And what's on the agenda this week?
What's on the agenda this week?
2000, we've got Bastille.
We got Bastille. I don't know. This is something that we've
is that a group or an artist?
It's just... it's a group, I think.
It's a group. I think it's a group. So, yeah.
It's just something that we've started. I don't know what it is.
It's basically flowed into us because before we usually start a podcast, we chill for a while. We play some bangs on Spotify, and this week we thought, let's play some Bastille.
Play some Bastille.
Bit of a throwback.
Play some Bastille. It's going well.
Yeah.
We can always ask, what's your favourite song? But it's an easy answer.
It's an easy answer, and if the answer isn't Pompeii, I mean, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I mean,
Happier is a more recent song and quite a banger, but nothing really beats a classic.
Pompeii is a banger.
Yep.
That song is a banger.
You got a few more you were looking at, were you?
Oh, I've got a few more looking at. If anyone hasn't cursed their ears enough, they did Bastille did a cover of Basket Case.
They did.
By Green Day.
But it was interesting, but what was that cover for again?
By Green Day?
No, I mean, like, what was
what was the cover for?
For Bastille, what'd they do it for?
An amazing Amazon show.
Yeah. I think it was one of their debut shows when they made Amazon Prime.
The Tick. What? Neither of us have watched it. Thank God we haven't. You got your Tinder match, have you?
Fuck off.
So we're gonna review The Tick. We're gonna review The Tick.
No, I'm not wasting my fucking time watching
We're gonna watch The Tick.
First of all, I'm not paying for Amazon Prime. I don't know how much it's for, like $10 a month just to watch The Tick.
Amazon Prime. Does that even exist in Australia?
I think it does. I just don't know many people who have it. I'm a Netflix guy.
I have a Netflix Stan.
I've got Stan as well.
I
don't use Stan too much.
The Tick ain't on it.
Tick ain't on it, and it's probably a fucking good thing in my opinion. Alright. After careful consideration and a bit of discussion, I've got my final rating. And as usual, this is composed of a taste factor, a price factor, the lightweight factor of how pissed it gets you, and a punching darts factor, which basically, indicates how much do I want a cigarette after having this.
I want a cigarette all the time.
It's a sad reality, isn't it? Alright, anyway, overall, this is banged out of the park in my opinion. It's got a 17.5 out of 20.
Wow.
Fucking sensational score. Best we've got so far for me.
Good score.
Alright, moving on to you. What do you reckon about it?
Very close.
Very close.
You would almost just say the same score.
But different ratings in certain places.
Ratings.
Yeah.
I also give it a 17.5 out of 20.
And to those of you who aren't very gifted in maths, that is a 17.5 out of 20 average between us.
It's a pretty good score.
It's a fucking good score. I think, I don't know, is that a HD in uni?
Yeah.
Is it just?
I think so.
Maybe. Don't quote us on it, but it's, in my opinion, fucking banged it.
We don't know what a HD is.
No, I'll speak.
We don't know what a HD is.
No, we don't know what a HD is. I usually slack off before I can get near that.
Thank God we got the beer mats here.
Yeah, we spill shit all the fucking time.
It's alright. It's going alright. I'll tell you what. It's sinking alright. I'm not a big fan of apple cider.
Never am I. I usually don't like very sugary drinks, in my opinion.
It's very sugary.
Yeah.
But, that being said...
Taking it on face value for what type of drink it is. It's a cider. It's cheap. Tastes good for its price. Rating it like a cider, it's probably one of the best you can get.
I would say it's one of the best ratings you can get on this show.
Yeah, probably a long time before anything gets anything near this score again. We're probably going to go back to just bad 10s out of 20s.
We reviewed a shit fucking beer and then a shit 2 spirits afterwards.
Yeah, a shit vodka and a fucking garbage gin.
This is
it's a good change of pace.
It's a good change of pace.
We've actually picked something good. With 1 of 4, we've hit something right here.
It's a rarity.
Yeah.
This is something that we would say to you guys, drink it. This is not bad.
Try it out, buy it, see if our opinions are right, and if you don't like it, I guess your opinion's wrong. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for this episode. We reviewed a new cider, chat about news, and we've talked about uni this week. We really hope you've enjoyed this week.
We really hope you have. I mean, we're trying new things.
We're trying to, get our foot in, get a good gist of...
We're focusing on the editing. If the editing says that the NRL is going to be there for 10 minutes, it will be.
The NRL is there for 10 minutes.
The NRL is there for 10 minutes, but we have tried...
We tried.
There's no other news stuff involved. We're trying to do
nothing we're really interested in.
We're trying to do less news involved stuff, I reckon.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it hasn't been a big week in news.
No, there's really not been much besides that NRL stuff.
Besides
nothing that's really caught me. Yeah.
Besides coronavirus.
Yeah, obviously just quietly, ladies and gentlemen, G up for Pubs allowing 50 people.
Pubs opening up.
I'll fucking see you there for a drink.
Pubs opening up in a week. We're getting excited for that.
I'm getting excited. We're counting down. June 1st. You know, we'll see you there. And I guess until then, I've been Sam.
And I'm Zach.
And thanks for tuning in this week, guys. And hope you have a good week.
Enjoy.
See you around.